All right, we are here at Element Optics with Matt Dubber.
Yep.
Matt, tell us what makes the HYPR7 so special.
Well, I could talk all day about this, but I'll try to keep it concise. I know we put a launch video out the other day and didn't put a ton of detail into it, so I'll try to run through what I believe makes this really unique. Essentially, it combines the strengths of a sort of traditional optical system, where you're looking through actual glass and not at a viewfinder via a camera and a processor, and the versatility of a digital system, where you have the flexibility of being able to put whatever you want in the display and you're not stuck with a fixed reticle that you can't change. So you get the high definition of HD glass in an optical system. This is a prismatic 7x scope, and you get the versatility of being able to program anything you want in here. So the way we've done this is we've developed an app called Element Ballistics. You input everything you need to put into any ballistic calculator to make it shoot. There you can see it's already picking up the scope. The default is 4 different profiles. You put whatever you want into those profiles. So their profile number 4 by default is an air gun. All this information that you normally put, you send it over to the scope. You choose your units, you choose your reticles, you choose whether you want mil or MOA, meters or yards, whatever. Send it over, and from here, all the information that you need is inside here. If you want to shoot a target at, let's say, 85 yards with your air gun, then you simply dial it in over here. You can dial in your elevation, but you're not dialing elevation in mils or MOA. You're dialing it in yards or meters. So you dial to the distance that you've ranged at, and the reticle will correct for that distance. You can set it so that the reticle shifts, or a dot on the reticle shifts to where your predicted point of impact is. And if you don't want to dial it in, which can take time, you can connect to an external rangefinder like this module over here, which you can set to have the beam inside a little square in your display, so you can range a very small point. That'll send your distance measurement over to the scope and it'll adjust automatically. Or you can have a handheld rangefinding unit, send information over, and it'll do exactly the same thing. You've still got your parallax adjustment down to 10 yards like a normal scope. You've got a longer eye relief like a normal scope. You're not sticking your eye right against it, so you can use this on a heavier recoiling rifle. It's not going to hit you in the eye, which is awesome. And because there's no turrets here, no mechanical components moving the erector tube, there's a lot of space in here for lens assemblies, and we can get a brilliant field of view with this. So yes, it's a 7x scope, but the field of view is closer to like a 3x scope.
Wow.
We've even done something called a live BDC reticle, which kind of fixes the big problem with every other BDC reticle on the market, which is that a BDC reticle, you can get kind of close to your gun, but it's never going to be perfect. Every bullet, every weather condition, everything, it varies. This creates a BDC reticle for your gun. So if you put your ballistic profile in, it will create a BDC reticle. You choose your distance steps you want for the reticle. It will add in wind holds as well to that reticle. And there's a built-in inclinometer, there's a built-in cant indicator, there's a built-in thermometer, barometer, and even humidity sensors. So all of the atmospheric conditions around you are taken into account. You don't have to like update the weather on your app and send over new weather data. So this is very new. We don't really know who our target market is yet, and we don't have a very precise retail price yet, but we've spent a lot of time over the past year or so just changing a lot of the features and updating bullet libraries and the interface of the app, different reticle options, stuff like that, to really make it suitable to a wide variety of people. If you want a very simple crosshair, you can have a very simple crosshair and you don't need to think in mils or MOA. If you want it a bit more complicated, you can have it a bit more complicated. So versatility, I would say, if you ask me what makes me most excited about this, versatility would be the word.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was
awesome.
a mouthful.
It was.
This is some really exciting times.
It is. It's very exciting, and you know what? It can only get better. We kind of reached a plateau in what a traditional rifle scope can do. Obviously, there's minor things that are improving all the time. Glass is getting better, the engineering is getting better, scopes are getting better, but this takes it to a whole new level. So this is just the start. I think there'll be a lot more coming in the future, but we feel that this is something that the world needs.
Awesome. Very exciting. Thanks for sharing, Matt.
No problem.